Good morning, you're joining us on our final day of our holiday before we fly back tomorrow, and so we are going to the ancient site of Karthea. So we just dropped the car off and we're on footpath number 7. So let's go and see what it's got to offer. Some very small oak trees here. In the supermarket near the hotel you can buy oak flour cookies. Or acorn flour cookies. There's a fair few acorns in that tree actually. Their acorns are slightly different to our acorns. Quite a well paved donkey track. Better than the dirt road we took for 5.5 kilometres down to Footpath beach yesterday. That's quite interesting, with a Citroen C3 laden with 5 people. All got our hats on. Keep the sun off my very English floppy hat. Keep the sun off my nose and the back of my neck. I don't care. Very well laid stepped increments here. The steps. We have an option here of going on to the spring or down to Kathaia, but we're going to go down to Karthea. Everyone's just back to normal. Kia, along with some of the other islands, is famous for its paved footpaths. A splendid view. I can hear goats or sheep. Footpath number 7. Americans would say a trail. Olive grove, and it looks like someone's been turning the soil there in the terracing. Don't know what they're going to plant. Nice gentle descent through the oak trees. I have digital stabilisation switched on. Walking along with it, it still seems to jump around, so you're better off just standing still. These new cameras, it seems that what I need to get is a different sort of lens that's automatic stabilised. Wow, look at that for a view. Really rugged scenery. Rugged old island. I think we have the beach all to ourselves.
Off to Kathaia!
Our first view of Karthea, the Temple of Athena, I think it is, and a small theatre. I don't imagine they get many people coming to their performances, but you could be a fairly committed walker. Inching our way closer. It's just how you imagine ancient Greece. Temples, theatres, beach, sea, olive groves. Well, we made it. Finally down onto the beach. Temple up on the hill. Well, that was worth the walk down, wasn't it? Stunning. And because there's no road down to it at the moment, it's not been spoilt. Looking back up the hill where we just come from, you can see the walls on the left hand side snaking their way up. 2,000 feet of climb to go back up. Well, I'm now standing in the auditorium of the theatre, and the theatre was constructed, they reckon, about the mid-4th century BC, so that's smack on Alexander the Great's time, really. Quite a small theatre, they reckon, and about 880 seats. Off to my left, there's a bath complex. Inevitably, the Romans came and chopped off a bit of the stage and put a bath complex there, and it was sort of rediscovered about 1812 and refound, excavated in 2011, and sort of partially reconstructed. But you might be able to hear my voice has changed slightly because I'm in the auditorium. To be or not to be. Now reached the Temple of Athena, built around 500 BC, the oldest known Doric peripteral temple in the Cyclades. Hi there, we're in the Temple of Athena at Karthea. Hope you can hear me, new directional mic. Excuse the floppy hat, it is very, very hot. These places are amazing. Just if you just look around, look, just pick up bits of pot. Don't know if that's what it was, or the terracotta. 2,500-year-old pot. People used to stay here, so the temple's been reconstructed to give you an idea of what it used to look like. But if Finn follows me round, you'll see it in the background. This is the end of the temple here. Put a few more columns up just to give you an idea of what it used to look like. I really should come to this place. The colour of the water as we look down on the beach, utterly, it's crystal clear, and there's no one on the beach. And I'd imagine that's because you have to walk for an awfully long time. It's quite breezy. Well, an awfully long time. It's 2 kilometres, but it's downhill, pretty tricky. You're in the temple of Apollon, built around 530 BC, they reckon. Look at some of these columns. Look. Big column here. Over here we've got a big niche. I imagine that had something in it at some stage, and that was the temple. And then they've found Christian cis graves when the temple was abandoned in the middle. And Finn will now swing you around and show you the yacht coming into the harbour. These are the Christian cist graves placed inside the cellar after the temple was abandoned. Don't quite know what these are. They seem to be some sort of base for the pillar, doesn't it? There, another one there. And that's, if I swing you up here, you can look down on the theatre. If I swing you this way, how about that for a beach? And then underneath the water here is a buried causeway that used to lead out to that island there. Imagine, so they could dock their ships. Just to make you jealous, look at the colour of that water. And our own Greek god here. Look at that wall. I think it's called a cycloptic wall. Multi-sided blocks like they do in Peru with the Incas. Very, very strong. Anti-earthquake. I wonder what the blocks sticking out from the wall were for. Seems a bit odd, makes it easier to climb in. Blocks are packed with some of the local stone. I pointed at here, they're looking after me, my 2 carers. Shoulders back. Just thinking of something to write in the visitor's book. By hook or by crook, I'll be first in your book.
Burn it.
I've been in for a swim, cool off. What a perfect place.